Hi, Freshman Seminar. This is Senora Farrell. I'm a Spanish teacher here at Monarch, and I am here to guide you through your basic technology setup today. So if you don't have your computers out, please get them out. I'm going to be using the browser Chrome because I really like Chrome. If you have a different browser, go ahead and open that browser to the internet. However, if you're on Chrome, you'll be able to follow along a little bit easier with the things that I'm telling you about, but most browsers do the kinds of things that I'm telling you about today. So first I want to tell you about our school district website, bvsd.org. So go ahead and head over to bvsd.org. You probably already know this, hopefully you do, but this is where you log on to Infinite Campus to check your grades. So if at any point you can't log on to Infinite Campus, I really want you to talk to your freshman seminar teacher about how to log on. They should be able to help you. The second thing you're going to want to notice is up here by Quick Links. Quick Links has a link to the Password Manager. Password Manager is what you're going to be using periodically in BVSD because the school district wants you to change your existing password periodically. If you've never enrolled, you'll need to enroll up here. You can also reset your password if you've forgotten it, but change is the one that I use the most. So go ahead and take a moment, pause the video, and go ahead and look through these different things right now. Okay, the next thing that we're going to look at today is if I open up a new tab, you should see an image somewhere that says Chrome Web Store. So if you're in Chrome, you can add apps. So there's a couple different options here. There's apps and extensions. These are the two that I'm going to focus on right now. Apps, for example, I'm a Spanish teacher, so I can just look up Spanish because maybe I'd want to practice it or learn more about it. There's a pretty cool website with interactive audio lessons and games for studying Spanish, and if I want to add it to Chrome, I just click Add it to Chrome. It says Add App. I say OK, and then it shows up right here in my apps. So that's pretty cool. I really like that a lot. Even more so, the other thing that I really like in the Chrome Web Store is something called extensions. So I always teach my students about this really cool extension called Word Reference that I'm going to look up. I've already added it. But it relates to a website called wordreference.com. It's pretty much the best dictionary. So if you're studying any language at all, I recommend that you go ahead and you look this up. So what does an extension do? It actually shows up to the right up here of your web page. And so if I want to figure out how to say a word, I'll search for it. So if I want to say, for example, internet, it says English to Spanish, but you have lots of different options here. I'm going to hit search, and it gives me different kinds of translations, so all the different ways in which people say words. In addition to that, if I want to go to the top, I can open it in a new web page right here, and I can look at all the same translations. There's also a forum where people have all these different ways of using the word in different expressions, and I can look them up here. So this is a really useful thing if you're learning languages. Go ahead and pause the video right now and go to the Chrome Web Store and look through the apps and the extensions and see if there's something that might be really useful to you. So come back in about 5 minutes if you can. Okay, so we are back. I'm going to show you about one more trick that you can use with Google Chrome. It is called the Bookmarks Toolbar. Lots of people know that you can add bookmarks, but one thing I want to show you is that there's this space at the top of my web page in Chrome, and you can add bookmarks here. So you can access your apps right here. I have this website called eMaze. We're going to go ahead and go back to bvsd.org, and I am going to bookmark this by clicking on this star right here. And the trick that I use is that I take the title out of the name. I leave the name completely blank. And when there is this little picture up here that's called a favicon, I think, I can open a new page and just this little image appears, and that means bvsd.org. So because I accumulate lots of bookmarks, it allows me to fill up this whole bar with bookmarks. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one and take the name out. I'm going to keep it inside of my bookmarks bar and save it. And so you can see that the name disappears, and it's kind of a cool trick of what you can do. So if you right click on this bar, you can open all bookmarks and edit them and stuff like that. I think another thing that would be a great idea for you to do would be to add a folder to this. So for example, if I wanted to add a folder just for my Spanish class, I could do that and I could hit save. I think it'd be a great idea to have folders for all of your different classes. So if I want to go to the Monarch High School website, one way to get there is just to Google it and it shows up. Another way to get there is if you've already saved it, then you can save it and then that's easy to go back to. So if I have a new page, here's Monarch High School. I can also go to Monarch High School and I can find all of my teachers. So if I go to the directory, I'm going to look for my name. My last name is F. So I'm going to go down until I find myself. Where am I? I am in the teachers, of course. So I'm going to go down until I find me. And if you see me in the hallway, now you can say hello to me. There I am. And I have a website. So I suggest that you take a minute to bookmark all of your teachers' websites. And you can click on this little tab right here and edit it, and it should make it pretty easy to go into your other folders. So I'm going to save it into my Spanish class because that's my website for Spanish class. Then as I in Spanish class collect all of my links, I can put this in my one folder, and I think this would be really useful to do for all of your different classes. So go ahead and take a minute right now. Think of one class that you can go ahead and bookmark based on the Monarch High School website, go to that teacher's page, and put them into a folder. Okay, so if you're back now, the last thing I'm going to talk you through today is Google Sign-In. A lot of you know what Google Sign-In is. It's that when you go to gmail.com, you have a website that BVSD has already given you. Here's my freshman seminar email. Unfortunately, I have no messages right now. I'm going to go ahead and go to another website called Quizlet. This is another really, really awesome website for you to familiarize yourself with. And notice that they have this thing called Google Sign-In here. Because I'm logged into my BVSD Gmail account, or my BVSD Google account, I can just click this, and it's going to allow me, and if I say allow here, it's going to let me in. It's going to allow me to create an account. Let's just put in a birthday. And I'm going to create an account. And it's created a name for me. You might want to actually choose your real name here. You can join a class. So you can look for a teacher if they have a class here. Or you might be able to link in from Schoology if people have already posted something. But notice that you can search for any single subject, and there will be card sets here for you to help you study. So I'm thinking of classes that I probably struggled with, and I'm wishing that I knew about Quizlet, or I had Quizlet when I was younger. I think that Quizlet is pretty awesome. So to go ahead and think about Google Sign-In and about how you want to use it, but I really recommend using your BVSD Google account when you do Google Sign-Ins. Last but not least, you also have Google Docs available to you, and if you wanted to go ahead and create a Google Doc that was for passwords, you might put it on Google Docs. Teachers, if you want to stop and pause right now and talk about how you save your passwords, you might do that. But you definitely want to keep your passwords secure, but you also want to remember what all of your passwords are. So I suggest keeping some kind of a special place where you have all of your passwords saved. So this pretty much is going to be the end of my video tutorial. Teachers, go ahead and pause. Please make some suggestions to students of anything that comes to your mind about what you can do to be more digitally organized. And students, if you have any other ideas to share with the class, please feel free to share them now. Thanks for listening, and let us know if you have any questions. Good luck and hope you have a great day. Bye.